Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. These empowerment, taking the orders from the spiritual masters, they belong to different realm. They belong to the realm of ecstasy. Empowerment, taking the order of spiritual master. They are like, Dhruva Maharaj saying what he's feeling within. So that's a different realm. And you mentioned Prabhu Durvasa Muni's. Exactly. That's the question. Entitlement is you are supposed to give me this because Telugulo hakku. Basically entitlement is actually it's not just I need this from you. You have to give me this. That's the mood. And whatever may be the reason. And as you said, Prabhu, Durvasa Muni, you have to give me this, Ambarisha, because I'm a sannyasi. I'm a Muni, like that. And if the child is saying, grown-up child, if he wants to ride a bicycle, he goes to the father and says, you have to buy me this, because whatever may be the reason. That mood of you are supposed to do this for me. Entitlement that's you already gave that response, Prabhu. Example by the Durvasa Muni. So that is what I was I meant. What is entitlement? And with an example. And you mentioned it, Prabhu. Durvasa Muni's mood was entitlement on Ambarish Maharaj. And rest of whatever you have mentioned, Srila Prabhupada's empowerment, all that is all wonderful zone. But yes, our discussion is about the entitlement, and you have mentioned it, Prabhu. Thank you, Vamana Hari Prabhu. So that the question is posed because all of us, when we are made to think about this particular quality, we are giving time to see if we are thinking like that. Because if we are thinking like that, then we can look around and see, carrying that attitude, how we are behaving with people around, how we are thinking about people around. And that will give us this particular topic, this particular part of introspection can open the doors, big doors, internal doors in our path for bhakti. That was the reason that question was placed. We will hear from rest of you, and please, just like an example, that is enough. Like Durvasa Muni on Ambarish Maharaj, that's entitlement. When you are saying that, and you might have already thought about it since yesterday, please note if you have that kind of, if I have that kind of mentality. Yes, dear devotees, now any one of you particular about this entitlement is, Prabhu, if I am not getting what I am supposed to get, or what the other person is supposed to give me. You see, I'm thinking it could be whoever it is, parents or friends or anybody. If I am not getting it, I get so restless inside. I don't want all that, so I will sit in a neutral position. So one gets restless, one gets agitated, one gets angry, one gets resentful, and one feels like they have a right to be angry or resentful or put down or hurt the other person, because this person is thinking that the other person has to give and the other person is not giving. So these are the characteristics of that entitlement thing, all these feelings. So a person who has this feeling of entitlement is filled with these emotions. You see?
Yes.
So when a person is filled with these emotions, with anger about the other person, and generally it doesn't have to be an authority position too. This actually comes from an equal or a subordinate position, so-called subordinate, but that's not subordinate. See, if the child is asking for bicycle from the father, child is not in authority position, and the child is asking for a pencil from his friend. The child is not in authority position there also. But see what the child is thinking. With the father, the bicycle. I asked, father, you have to give me that bicycle. It's not like, Papa, can you give me the bicycle, please? No, that's not the situation. That is a request. We're not talking about that. Papa, you have to get me the bicycle. And you have to get me the bicycle because, and the reasons come, because my friend's father is getting the bicycle for him. So you have to get that for me. And the father says, why do I have to get it for you? I will not get it for you, or I can't get it for you. Or any response from the father like that, then this boy would think, this boy is so angry on his father because his father is supposed to give him the bicycle. And based upon how much he feels entitled, he can talk back to the father like that. He can start saying, no, that boy is getting from his father, so you should also give me. Okay, that's first degree. And second one is, you are getting so much salary. Don't you have money to buy that for me? Ooh, that's second degree. And the third degree is, you are a father and your responsibility is to see that, we, the children, have to get what they need, and asking for a minimal thing here, bicycle. And you as a father, you have to get this for me. Oof, it's getting somewhere. And the final thing, depending upon how bitter, deep, and audacious this boy can be, he could say, it is your responsibility. You gave birth to me, so you have to give me what I need, what I want. Degrees of entitlement. So, in this entitlement, look at the degrees. Starting from some other father gave his son bicycle. Ram got bicycle from his father. So you have to give me that. That's a starter one, a milder one. But we see how far it can get to. And what is this boy going through? What are the emotions of this boy? The fact that he's even saying those words to his father. Father is what? They give their time, they give their life, they give their thought, they mold their life for the child, for the children. To that father, completely blind of what the father has been doing and the father is doing to this boy, completely blind to all of that. Completely insensitive to all of that. Totally blind. And this boy talks like that. So, and now, if this boy takes a beat back, and we say, okay, you chant now. What chanting will happen with this boy? With that attitude, sitting about his very own father who's directly present there and is giving so much, and so much. With that attitude, sitting in this boy, in this teenager, what chanting will happen? So, that attitude that we have on anybody around us, the same attitude this boy can have, with his friend Ram regarding, if he wants to borrow the bicycle or a pencil. He can come up with similar argument with Ram also. As he talked to his father, he can come up on the same page. He will have the words and theory that comes out and says, Ram, you have been my friend since, we are now teenagers. You have been my friend since we are 4. We are neighbors. I shared so much with you in the past. When you didn't have the lunchbox, I gave you mine. And yes, you have the cycle. But did you not think that I also want to ride the bicycle? Did you not even think of it being such a close friend? Did you ever ask me if I want to ride the bicycle? And you say you are a close friend. How can you be a close friend, Ram? You didn't even know that I wanted to ride the bicycle. You never asked me. See, that on the entitlement in different shades. With the father, it just came out so authoritatively, so disrespectfully. And with the friend, it's the same principle. Entitlement is, you are supposed to give me that. You are supposed to give me that, and I am upset and angry. Either I am upset and angry, as in the case of father, and when he's talking to Ram, that upset and angry comes out as putting the guilt or shame on the other person, because he cannot be angry with Ram. He cannot be. So, these are... and if we have any of this to any degree, a little bit, a lot, in any degree, and if we have this and we are chanting, that gets reflected on the holy name. See how that got reflected on the Father in his own version, the Son, how he said that to the Father and to his friend. It's the same, See, when a cup is filled with some dirt, water, whoever tries to come drink that cup of water, they'll get the same dirt. So when we are filled, the root cause, if we notice that I am supposed to get that, that's the root cause. And the rest of the different degrees of it is the intensity. So two things are there. What is my attitude and what is the intensity of it? And with holy name, how do we know if we have that with the holy name? Very clear. That's why we don't have Namruchi clear. But we may think, oh, I'm feeling good when I'm doing the holy name. It's because, Kṛṣṇa is there. A little bit of cool breezes of here and there that makes us feel good. That can happen with the holy name. Even when we are sitting with this attitude, if we are feeling a little better, it's just because we are soothed a little bit from the holy name, not that we have a ruchi for the holy name. If we have taste for the holy name, then we have great taste. When we have taste for the holy name, the great taste for Trinadapi Sunichena, Nadanam Najanam Nasundari, they will be there. They go together. Those are the Namruchi, and those qualities, they go together. So it is hard for us to see what degree of it are we having it on Kṛṣṇa, but it is very clear for us to see the degree that I have it for on the person next to me. That is like a mirror, seeing in the mirror. Oh, okay. I like that. So that is something that we want to see. Because we may go on with chanting, with bhakti. There's no difference between chanting, bhakti, like that. We may go on and on, and that is good, going on. That is bhakti abhasa. But all that is supposed to lead to this introspection and questions. So, bhakti can be substantial. And that's the purpose of this question. Want to leave it on a very hopeful, positive note. Two things are here. Actually, three things are happening. One is introspection. Only you can do it yourself. Only you know yourself. It is up to you if you want to do it or not. Second thing, as we have already heard, accountability. To the degree of accountability we take, to that degrees, there can be to that degree we can get closer to Kṛṣṇa. So that's the second point, accountability. I did this. Yes, it's me. It's not the other person. I did not see that then. Oh, Kṛṣṇa, it's me. Accountability. We see that in the bhajans of the acharyas. Such 100% accountability. Oh, Kṛṣṇa, I have hurt you. Second point. Third point is, a very beautiful point is, when accountability is taken, dear devotees, 50% job done. 50% of the celebration can be done. And the third point is, then what to be done? Yes, I have taken this accountability. I see that I have that in me. What to do? Turn towards Kṛṣṇa. That will take a little more explanation, but just want to let you know that these are the steps, and the hope is huge. I will pause here, dear devotees. I'll let you say what you want to say. Thank you. The inner child.
Taking care of the inner child.
Right. And for those dear devotees, we are having this sessions here locally. So we have been discussing on that subject matter, and that's why these words are being used, taking care of the inner child. Well, we will discuss that also, maybe on the Zoom for rest of you all who are not present locally. But that's the answer. Yes. Is that clear?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes. Anyway, that's well not needed. We'll leave it.